drive home almost every other weekend if possible to come and see him. And I was ignorant then, but I didn't know that my mom could just look at the mileage on my car and tell that I had been driving back and forth from Miami to Orlando and Orlando to Miami. But I wanted to please him. I wanted to make him happy. Every paycheck that I had, I was working at what's now CVS. I know some of you are too young to remember when it was called Eckerd, but that's where I was working then. And every paycheck that I had went to him, to buy him clothes, to buy him shoes, to buy him all the latest gadgets. And so when I was at UCF, if I was in the dorm, he would call my dorm phone to make sure I was there. If I was at work, he would call my work phone to make sure I answered. I worked in the photo department at that time. When I was in class, he would call my cell phone and make me hold up my phone so that he could hear my professor talking. He wanted to know where I was at all times. Before I left Miami, he went through all my clothes and took out anything that he thought I shouldn't wear while I was away at college. And so my entire wardrobe when I was here at UCF was black sweatpants and a black shirt, maybe gray, maybe a white shirt. But I was in sweatpants and a t-shirt and sneakers every single day. And so that's what my experience was like. I didn't know that I could break away. I didn't know that there were organizations such as this, victim services, and these type of organizations that were there to help. I just thought I was by myself. There was a time where his sister's boyfriend punched her in the face and broke her nose. And he was ready to go and to literally take the life of his sister's boyfriend. And I remember the end of that day me asking him, well, what's the difference between what he does to your sister and what you do to me? And I'll never forget, he looked me in my face and said, I've never hit you in your face. And I thought, oh, you're right. You never have hit me in my face. And just that quickly, I was brainwashed again, thinking that I was in a better situation because he never hit me in my face. But the scars on my body weren't enough. And so after after going back and forth with him around my sophomore year in college, and I have to be honest with you, I know this isn't a religious event, but my mother and my brother decided to fast and pray for 7 days. And they simply asked God to end the relationship. And one weekend I went home, and thank God it was a weekend that my mom knew I was coming home, or else I would have been in big trouble. But I was going home, and we had just got done having sex, if I could be honest with you. We had just got done. And right afterwards, he says, oh, it's over between you and I don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore. And I said, what? Where's this coming from? Like, we hadn't had an argument. We weren't upset with each other. It came out the clear blue sky. And he ended it. He was like, now get out of my house. I don't ever want to see you again.